emancipate ourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and learn? Some they say that it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing songs of freedom? That's all I ever had. Yeah, redemption songs.
Yeah, well, this is the lecture. Whoa, yeah, you know this is the lecture. Yeah, goes like this now. Dear God, I have a letter here from me to Dad, and I want to let you know my dear little son. Dear God, a letter here from me to Dad, and I want to let you know. It goes, dear Dad, I really didn't get to know you, and sometimes I sit and wonder and it makes me blue. But there's one memory that stays on the back of my mind, and this memory.
We are here at the 14th annual St. Kitts Music Festival with Kimani Mali. How was your performance tonight?
I don't know, you tell me.
It was great. It was great. Okay, I know you just released your new book, Dear Dad. Tell us exactly what it is about and how is the public receiving it?
Dear Dad, you know, so far it's been going, it's been a great journey, you know what I mean? The public is receiving it very well. I think that there's a lot of message in there, you know what I mean, of empowerment and just fighting to get out of a struggle. Now here I am, son of an icon, raised in very humble beginnings, born in Jamaica, living in Falmouth until I was 7, living in a 2-bedroom wooden house, pit toilet, outside shower. Moving to America thinking, you know, this is the dream come true, only to be in another 2-bedroom wooden house. Worse than the one I'm leaving at Jamaica, with the same 9 people. And not only that, but then I didn't have the comfort of the country living where I could just get out, go outside, go play some ball and enjoy myself. Instead, I live directly across the street from a door pole. So me wake up every morning, I wake up to the views of crackheads smoking crack and shooting up and everything else. And, you know, not only that, raised on a corner with 13 kids, no fathers, so we started to feed off each other. And you know what happens when kids start relying on kids to help them grow as man. We end up doing a lot of things that I'm not proud of. You know, I have a lot of friends that are raised up with that. Some of them had the life in a prison, enough of them dead. So I was one of the fortunate ones to have a great legacy to be a part of, you know what I mean? Even though my father wasn't here in the flesh, he was definitely here in the spirit and definitely here in the vibration. And we get that from my brothers and my sisters and my grandmothers and those who knew him. So for me, it was still, he was still there guiding me, so to speak. And I knew that there was a bigger picture. And therefore I had to fight myself out of what my environment was at that time to get to the bigger picture.
Okay, Tempo has been connecting the world with the Caribbean music and people. How do you feel about that?
I love Tempo. I mean, Caribbean music is we know that reggae music is the heartbeat, you know, to everything else. Reggae music is a music that speaks to the mind, body and soul. And Tempo, I love it, I want to play my thing, them Tempo. I love it, body.
Thank you, Kimani. Tempo presents the 14th annual St. Kitts Music Festival.
Stay tuned for more of Tempo Presents, the 14th annual St. Kitts Music Festival, where we will continue to explore all that St. Kitts has to offer.
I can't work a 9 to 5, baby, I'm a hustler, I'ma keep hustling, got to risk my freedom and my life, baby, I'm a rider, I'ma keep riding. I got my future in front of my eyes, and the finest that survive. Baby, this is just my life. Pass me the chalice, let me burn it up. I know you feel my vibe, so baby, turn me up.
energy. Burn the pics, I'm missing out without a